best family on YouTube? Good morning. So you've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title. How do you know you met your soulmate? How? How do you know? Well, there's just a few things that I've picked up over the years of doing YouTube and just talking to people and analyzing. Okay. The easiest way that I've known to realistically pick up just the whole thing about just life. Okay. So there's an easy way of answering this question, and there's a hard way of answering this question. Let's do the easy one first. Do you love the said person that you're with? Follow-up question to that is, how do you know? Just how do you know you love this person? Is there a connection? Is there just something that you kind of just go, okay, yeah, that makes sense? Or is it, when you're talking to the person, is it just something that you've only been talking to this person for 2 months and it's just this long, like you've known them for a very long time? And I was asking people around kind of where I hang out, and I was asking this old couple, I was like, how do you know you found your soulmate? And they just go, well, the answer to that is you just know. I'm like, okay, that helps me absolutely zero. That helps me none. But I need, like, clarification. I need this. I need that. I need something here to help me out, right? So then I was asking around again. I was like, how do you know you found your soulmate? I asked this to a bunch of people. Like 4 or 5 people. And there's this one group that came up to me and they're like, this is how you know. And this is a personal question. Do you love the person that you're with? Okay. I'm not answering that because, well, it's a very personal question. And the follow-up question to that is, how do you know? And I told him both answers. He's like, yeah. That's an easy question for you, obviously. And he went more into detail with that. He went in great detail. He was asking questions about just random things. And he was asking about my job. And he was asking about her life and just everything about it. And I was like, okay, so your soulmate, in a sense, has kind of the same background, I guess, right? And he goes, in a sense, yeah. So I'm like, okay, that makes no sense at all. That helps me none. Right? So I was like, okay, well, that helps me nothing. I'm like, this doesn't help me. And then I asked him what the question, I was like, okay, what if you have a connection that you just can't really explain? He goes, the connection that you have will determine the connection forever. I was like, okay, that, again, that helps me absolutely none. Like, the connection, like, what do you mean? And he goes, the answer to the question, you have to look at your life. Personally, you have to look at your life. I'm like, okay, personally, okay, I'm looking at my life. What is so unique about my life? And he goes, there's a certain way you do things. And there's a certain way you do things. He's pointing right at me. And I go, okay, yeah, I'm a YouTuber of 7 years. Not that, like, okay, so he's like 7 years. Okay, you should be at like 3, 4, you should be Mr. Beast level. I'm like, yeah, but I've been off and on for so long. It is what it is. Right? And he just goes, okay, why? Why have you been off and on YouTube for 7 years? I was like, well, after 2020, I took it kind of seriously. So I've been doing this for 2 years now. At the end of December will be 2 years. So I've been taking YouTube seriously for 2 years. And I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. At the recording, I'm at 889 as of recording. And on the main channel, I'm at 880, like 789, something crazy like that. On this channel, I'm at 10. So anyway, but I was asking him, I was like, honestly, like question after question after question, and he kept answering it with the same answer. Look at your life. If it makes sense, she's your soulmate. Okay. It's like, okay, that makes sense. I'm like, but the connection doesn't make sense. And he goes, okay, hypothetically, what's the connection? I was like, hypothetically, the connection that me and this person have is just hypothetically, it's very, you just can't explain it. How do you explain a connection like that? He goes, exactly that. You cannot explain it, but you've known this person forever, right? I was like, it feels like it. It feels like I've known this person forever, and it doesn't seem like that. And he goes, okay, you hypothetically found your soulmate at that point. I was like, but it says nothing about it on Google. It says nothing about it on Reddit or anything like that. He's like, because they don't want you to know that. I was like, okay, that means nothing. That has nothing to do with anything. And he goes, if you can answer those two questions relatively quickly with kind of the same meaning, you found your soulmate. I was like, okay, cool, I guess, whatever. And I have the questions on notes, but if you guys want to know the questions, I'll put them up so you guys can have the questions that he asked me during the video. But it's a little weird. It's a little weird. But that's just my thought process. I was like, you know what? Not many people have a soulmate. Not many. Everyone has a soulmate. Everyone has one. But the thing about my head that's spinning around this thought, the thing that's spinning around my head around this thought is just, why? If you're supposed to be meant for this one person, fate will take over and give you this person, regardless of trials, errors. If this person looks at you and is willing to look past your past, like absolutely look past that and go, you know what, yeah, you screwed up in the past, but I don't care. Keep that person close, is what he says. But I don't want this going on for too long, so I am Beholder881, and this, I kind of answered the question. How do you find, or how do you know you found your soulmate? Answered it. So go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already figured it out, I am a YouTuber of 7 years. I have a main channel, which is 789 or something like that as a recording. Almost at 800. So go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, and go ahead and turn the bell notification, whatever it's at. Go ahead and push that bell notification, and I will see you guys in the next video.